In a small Yoruba village, nested in the heart of the sacred forest, the people lived in harmony with nature and their ancestors. They believed in the power of the ancestors to guide and protect them, and they lived their lives in accordance with the wisdom of the elders. The villagers were farmers, hunters, and herbalists, living off the land and respecting the natural balance. They believed that the ancestors were the guardian of the land and that they must be honored and respected. But as time went on, the villagers began to forget the old ways. They became lazy and complacent, neglecting the respect and honor due to their ancestors. They abandoned the traditional practices and rituals, ignoring the warning of the elder wisdom keepers. The villagers started to focus on their own interests, forgetting the importance of community and the balance of nature. They cleared the land for farming, hunted excessively, and exploited the forest resources. The ancestors' wrath was kindled like a fire that burns hot and fierce. The land began to wither and die. The crops failed, and disease spread like wildfire. The economy crumbled like a house built on sand, and the villagers suffered greatly. They realized too late that they had made a grave mistake and that their actions had consequences. The villagers suffered greatly, their field barren, their bodies weak, and their spirits crushed. They had no food, no medicine, and no hope. They realized that they had forgotten the old ways and that they had disobeyed the ancestors. They knew that they had to make amends, but they didn't know how. The king, desperate for a solution, sought the counsel of the village elders and the Ifa priest, Baba Ifa. Together, they consulted the ancient wisdom, seeking a way to appease the ancestors and restore balance to the village. They pored over the sacred texts, seeking answers to their questions, and they performed the ancient rituals, seeking the guidance of the ancestors. They discovered that two volunteers from two different families must journey into the sacred forest to retrieve an object of great power and significance. The object was a rare bird, one that sang with a voice like honey and gold, and its retrieval would require courage, wisdom, and respect. The bird was said to have the power to heal the land, restore the balance, and bring prosperity back to the village. Akinlabi, a young man from the hunter's family, and Ifafunmi, a young woman from the herbalist family, volunteered to undertake the perilous journey. They were chosen for their bravery, wisdom, and respect for the ancestors. They knew that the journey would be difficult, but they were determined to succeed. With the blessings of the king and the village elders, they set forth into the unknown, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. They packed their bags, said goodbye to their families, and entered the sacred forest. They knew that they had to be brave, wise, and respectful if they wanted to succeed. Akinlabi and Ifafunmi journeyed deep into the sacred forest, facing many dangers along the way. They encountered fierce beasts, treacherous terrain, and harsh weather conditions. But they persevered, using their skills and knowledge to overcome each obstacle. They hunted for food, gathered herbs for medicine, and respected the natural balance. After many days of travel, they reached the heart of the forest, where rare bird sang its sweet song. They found the bird in a beautiful garden, surrounded by flowers and trees. But they were not alone. A fierce creature guarded the bird. The creature was a giant snake with scales as black as coal and eyes as red as fire. It was fierce and powerful, and it would not give up the bird easily. Akinlabi and Ifafunmi knew that they had to be brave and clever if they wanted to defeat the snake. They fought bravely, using their knowledge of the forest and their ancestors' wisdom to outwit the snake. Akinlabi used his hunting skill to distract the snake, while Ifafunmi used her herbal knowledge to create a potion that would weaken the snake, and in the end, they emerged victorious. With the bird in hand, they began their journey back to the village. They knew that they had to be careful as the ancestors' rat was still present, but they were hopeful, knowing that they had succeeded in their mission. The village celebrated their return, and the ancestors' blessings were once again bestowed upon the people. The land began to heal, the crop grew again, and the villagers were happy and healthy. Akinlabi and Ifafunmi were hailed as heroes. Akinlabi and Ifafunmi's name would go down in history as heroes. They had honored their ancestors and restored balance to the village, ensuring a bright future for generations to come. The villagers never forgot the lesson of the past, always honoring their ancestors and living in harmony with nature. And the ancestors continued to watch over them, guiding and protecting them on their journey through life. The story of Akinlabi and Ifafunmi serves as a reminder of the importance of respecting and honoring our ancestors and the natural world. It shows that with courage, wisdom, and respect, we can overcome even the greatest challenges and achieve great things. And it reminds us that our actions have consequences and that we must always strive to live in balance and harmony with the world around us. The villagers lived happily ever after, always remembering the bravery and wisdom of Akinlabi and Ifafunmi. And the ancestors continued to smile upon them, proud of their descendants for honoring their legacy and living in harmony with